Valedictorian Zian Liu.
Greetings, comrades. First of all, I do not take responsibility for any people sleeping, so that's that. Now, remember the first time we stepped into this gym? We were 8th graders on Welcome Night 2008. It was Prophet McAllister who welcomed us by teaching us to say hello in Spanish, English, and Chinese. Now, I wish saying goodbye could be just as easy. We could just turn to each other and say adios, farewell, again. But too much has happened here in the past couple years. Too many teachers have inspired us. Too many students have changed us. Too many parents have helped us, and too many memories have been made. Now, I remember the first time I walked into room 213 and wondered just how many gallons of coffee Prophet must drink every single day to do waka and ai chico for 5 periods. Yes, I remember running the mile. Each of those 3 laps around this huge school focused on that one single target, that glowing ball of reflected light that marked the finish line, which also happened to be Mr. Shovelson's head. In closing, let me ask you to imagine yourself at that high school reunion 20 years from this day. What then will we be? What then will we have done? In 20 years, there's so much we can discover, so much we can learn, and so much we can accomplish. In 20 years, the world can change us, but we can change the world. In 20 years, though we may not recognize each other, two things are clear. We will all be amazing, and I will still dress